Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be discussing about the Parliament building and its link with the Chaussat Yogini temple of Madhya Pradesh. So is there a link between the old Parliament building of India and the Chaussat Yogini temple? Because it has been said many a times that the old Parliament building was inspired from the Chaussat Yogini temple. So this is how the Chaussat Yogini temple looks like from inside, and we will be looking into it today. First of all, about the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then about old Parliament and its inspirations. Chaussat Yogini temple. Did the Chaussat Yogini temple inspire the Parliament or not? In the end, a means practice question. Topic is of importance from General Studies paper 1, that is art and culture. So let's begin. The news says, curtains for old Parliament building, the Madhya Pradesh temple believed to have inspired it. So curtains for old Parliament building means that September 19th, that is today, from today onwards the proceedings will move from the old Parliament building to the new Parliament building. That is, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha will now take place in the new Parliament building, and now the old Parliament building will be converted into the museum. And it has been said that the old Parliament building, which was circular in shape, was inspired from the Madhya Pradesh temple, and the temple that has been talked about here in the news is the Chaussat Yogini temple. So what has happened is, from September 19th, the ongoing special house session will move to the new Parliament building. Till now, the sessions which used to take place in the old Parliament building, it will now move to the new Parliament building. So if you will see both these pictures, then the upper one is the new Parliament building, while the down one is the old Parliament building. So the old Parliament building was circular in shape, while the new Parliament building is not circular in shape. It is, you can say, it is little triangle in shape. So both new Parliament building and old Parliament building are very different from each other when it comes to the shape and the size. So the existing Parliament will be turned into a museum now. The circular colonnaded Parliament building has for long been a symbol of India's democracy, because till now the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has taken place in the old Parliament building, the circular Parliament building, the colonnaded Parliament building. The building which has so many pillars inside it, and it is considered to be the epitome of India's democracy, India's sovereignty, in India being a republic. So now that place will now be shifted, and its graceful, dignified architecture enshrining the aspirations of billions of people of India. And a similar round and pillared structure in India predates the Parliament by several centuries. So it has been said that the kind of building the old Parliament was, the circular building, the colonnaded building, the number of pillars it had, and the structure and the architecture, it has been said that similar kind of architecture dates back in pre-Indian history. And there is a temple, and this temple resides in Madhya Pradesh, and the name of the temple is the Chaussat Yogini temple of Madhya Pradesh, which resides in the Murena district of Madhya Pradesh. Now let's talk about the old Parliament building and its inspiration. So look at this picture. This is how the old Parliament building looks like. Now the old Parliament building was designed by British architects, and the names are very famous, and you also need to know the name. So that is Lutyens and Baker. So the old Parliament building was designed by Lutyens and Bakers, and it was said that to get the inspiration for the old Parliament building, they moved from one place to another place and visited many historical places just to get the idea that how the Parliament building of India should look like. And while roaming from one place to another place just to get the idea that how the building should be, it has been said and it has been perceived that they also visited the Chaussat Yogini temple and got an idea from there, even though it has not been confirmed anywhere, but it has been said that. So there are many theories from where the inspiration for the old Parliament building has been taken. So one of the theories is that it has been taken from the Chaunsat Yogini temple of Madhya Pradesh. And the old parliament building had 164 pillars, and it first housed the Imperial Legislative Council from 1927 to 1947. So the building is circular in shape, it is colonnaded, it means it has many pillars, and the number of pillars is 164. So before the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha started taking place in the old parliament building, first it housed the Imperial Legislative Council from the time period 1927 to the time period 1947. And after India got independence in the year 1947, the old parliament building served as the Constituent Assembly of India. So first Imperial Legislative Council, then Constituent Assembly, and after the Constitution of India was adopted, India became a republic, then the Parliament of India was established, and then the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha started to take place in the old parliament building. Then now let's talk about the Chaunsat Yogini temple. So the Chaunsat Yogini temple is situated in the state of Madhya Pradesh. The district is Morena, and it stands atop a hill, and the name of the hill is Mitoli, and it is 40 kilometers from Gwalior. District is Morena, state is Madhya Pradesh. Morena district, according to the Morena district's website, this is what the district website is saying, that the Chaunsat Yogini temple was built around 1323 by King Devpal of the Kachapagata dynasty. So the time period is 1323. The king who built is Devpal, and the dynasty to which the King Devpal belongs is Kachapagata dynasty. And why is it called Chaunsat Yogini temple? So the word Chaunsat means 64, and Yogini means females who are warriors, or you can say who are in a yogic posture. So that is why it is called Chaunsat Yogini temple, that it has 64 yoginis who are in a yogic posture. So it is dedicated to 64, that is Chaunsat in Hindi, yoginis, and its architecture is different from the temples dedicated to one deity. So look at this image. This is how the Chaunsat yoginis looks like. They are in different postures. Then also look at these images. This is how the Chaunsat Yogini temple looks like. Now from inside, it also has, there so many pillars you can see, and then from outside you will be able to see this picture, that from outside no one would be able to see that what is inside the outer walls of the temple. Now 64 yoginis are believed to be powerful warriors, and the temple is circular with 64 chambers dedicated to 64 yoginis, and a central shrine which is dedicated to Shiva. So now you should be able to know that there are 64 yoginis, then the main deity is Shiva. So the Chaunsat Yogini temple is very important for which sect? For Shaivite sect, and the state in which it is situated is Madhya Pradesh, and the king who built it is Devpal, and it is hypothetical in nature, which means it has no roof. So that you can see here also that the roof is not there. Here also you can see that it is circular in nature, but there is no roof. So the parliament-like pillars are on the inside of the stone temple complex. So the old parliament building also is circular in nature. Chaunsat Yogini temple is circular in nature. Chaunsat Yogini temple has many pillars inside it. You can see it very clearly. The old parliament building also has many pillars inside it in a circular fashion. Then the central shrine has a slab with perforations for excess rainwater to drain off. And who is situated in the central shrine? That is Shiva, the deity Shiva. And the temple has a diameter of 125 feet. So this was about the Chaunsat Yogini temple. Important point is, state is Madhya Pradesh, district is Murena, main deity is Shiva, king who built is Devpal. There are 64 yoginis inside it. It is circular in nature, also has many pillars in it, and it is hypaethral in nature. It means it has no roof. While mostly in the North Indian temples, you will see that it has shikhar. It has large, huge shikhars, but the 64 Yogini temple does not have a shikhar, or it does not even have a roof. Now, did the 64 Yogini temple inspire the parliament or not? So, what is the story behind it? So, there is no evidence that Lutyens or bakers ever visited it. So, the evidence is not there, but the inspiration for the old parliament building has been said that there are many theories related to it, and one of these theories is that when Lutyens and Baker were going to many historical places of India and was trying to get inspiration to build the Parliament of India, the Parliament building of India, so it was thought that they also visited the 64 Yogini temple and got a few ideas from there also. Even though there is no proof of them emulating Indian monuments, it is not inconceivable that they might have done so, because of the similarities that 64 Yogini temple and the old Parliament building of India share. But proof has not been given. There is no evidence. Now, in the end, a means practice question, and this is for 150 words. Discuss the significance of 64 Yogini architecture in the Indian temple tradition. How does it reflect the socio-cultural and religious aspects of the era in which it was built? So, what you can do is you can write about the 64 Yogini temple and its architecture in the started, like for example, the king who built it, or the dynasty with which it belongs, the state in which it is placed, what are the features of the 64 Yogini temple. Then you have to write about the socio-cultural and religious aspect of the era in which it was built. Like for example, main deity, the religion it is following, that is Shaivite Hinduism. Then you can talk about the yoginis. Then you can talk about the feminine aspect to it. You can also talk about the cultural aspect of it and also the architectural aspect to it. And then in the conclusion part, you can write about the significance of the 64 Yogini temple. So that's all. Try to do your answer writing practice, because the answers related to the art and culture topics becomes little difficult for people to write, because they are not very much aware about how to write it. And if you can do, it can add to your it can fetch you extra marks. That is, you can draw a very small diagram of the temple also. So try to do your answer writing practice, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.